sometimes you come to a crossroad in life that you have to make a choice or a decision to, go with everything you've learned and go in that direction. Everything you've, went to school for or have been taught from your family and your surroundings. And then you got the other direction where it's unknown. It's exploration. And you have to come to this crossroads like, do I stick to the old program? Or do I branch out and go into a new direction that is not going to be probably received by others, right? Do I go after what makes me extremely happy, even if I don't know what that is yet? And that answer is yes, first of all. You're going to do it. And if you have to take baby steps to make it happen, you'll start to, go in a direction that your intuition is leading you towards. I looked at my analytics, and most of my audience, you're either a little younger than me, or you're older than me, or you in my age group. And so, first part of your life, you've probably been making a lot of decisions surrounding others and how it'll affect others and how others will feel about it. And will you be able to be there for others? That keyword, others. You know what I'm saying? And it's time for you to answer the call. I know it's nudging in you because it's time. Our generation did a lot of others first, or we seen our parents do it, and we kind of like automatically did it on autopilot. And it's like awakening has happened, so we don't have to continue living that way. You're either feeling like you want to do a full switcheroo and change what you do, your interests, the people you're around, how you take care of yourself. Just so many different things is probably changing. The music you listen to, like, it's just an array of things that are probably changing in your life, and it's nudging you in a direction that you may always wanted to go in, but you push those desires down because you were showing up for others. You were in that character, and it's like now you want to shatter the character and rebuild a new one. Start a new journey full of curiosity and, not knowing everything. Because in the previous, it's just so many rules, regulations you have to follow and learn. It was so much of learn this information, digest it, and regurgitate it. That's really what a job was, school was. It got us prepared to learn how to, retain information, apply it if necessary for the job at hand, and that's it. Pass the test, and get paid. We started learning that the receiving reward was a good grade, and then that graduated into higher pay or better pay or whatever. And that was acceptable, and it made everybody around us happy. It even made us happy for the majority of the time. As long as we was living in that fog with everybody else and we didn't see outside of that fog to actually, live outside of the bubble, live outside of the fog and do what you want to do. Not what's expected of you, but what you feel like doing. A lot of us was robbed of that. And I know, when I was younger, I used to laugh, watching Married with Children with Al Bundy and Peg. And they used to say certain things about midlife crisis and, make jokes around it, as well as other sitcoms I used to watch. And now I find myself in a midlife crisis, not really literally. Well, I guess, yes, literally, because my age, So age-wise, I'm in a midlife crisis, and then I went through a midlife crisis transit, which I'm going to speak on in another video, astrology transit that between a certain age, you go through a transit, just like when you have your Saturn return. So when you're in your 40s, but it starts, I think, 36 or 38 up until 41, you go through this transit where you have this feeling of, I want to change, or something will happen in your life, because it's a Pluto transit. So it could be something like me, it was health that booted me out of that automatic autopilot living. For you, it may be a divorce. I don't wish that on anybody, but these are examples of like Pluto coming to disrupt, burn down the old paradigm and making you rebuild a new one. And that's kind of like when you see people going through a midlife crisis, they're actually going through that Pluto transit. I think it's Pluto square Pluto, and it's hard. It's very hard. And you're blessed to get through it with a level head, and a new lens on life. And you want to believe and go after your dreams, because you'll start to realize you was holding yourself back from doing those things for whatever reasons those may be. All of our lives are different, and we all have a story. But now it's time to, utilize all of the wisdom that you have, can't even talk, excuse me, all of the wisdom that you have collected in the past, and utilize it towards your passions and things that just flow to you, that feels good with ease, that you also can make a living and be dancing while you're doing it. Like spirit is dancing. You'll be happy. And it's due to you. It's owed to you. You deserve it. We deserve it. I deserve it, And we have to tell ourselves that if you're at that crossroads, you're not being nudged by, just by chance. No, there's no coincidence that you're being nudged. It's the right time. You're getting the call. And so it's up to you if you're going to take the step to go in the direction to the call, or you're going to go towards what you're used to doing and what you've always done and how you've always shown up. And if that feels good to you, then go in that direction. But if it doesn't feel good, go in the direction that feels good, and cut off and detach your validation or your need or care about the opinions of others, because it will probably make those around you frown a little bit. They may not say anything to you, but yeah, they're going to be looking at you crazy. It's like people get you boxed in this box, in this character, and they want to lock you into it. In the moment that you decide, I want different for myself, it ruffles their need to want to do it as well, but they don't have the balls, so it ruffles them, it triggers them, and they look at you like you're crazy. But in reality, they wish to go leap and be it reminds me of when I was coming up, how people used to envy. I look at it now as they envy the hippies. They used to be mad at the hippies because it's like they're so happy all the time, and they don't have the care in the world, and they don't live in one place for long. And the people that used to talk all that stuff about the hippies, they used to be mad and grouchy because they were stuck in playing the character. They had to go to that 9 to 5. They couldn't, really follow their dreams and be happy and float. So that's what it reminds me of. When people don't understand why you're doing what you're doing, but they see you happy, it triggers them because they want to be happy too. All of us want to be happy deep down inside. You know what I'm saying? So when we see somebody living fearlessly in their truth and just free, it'll trigger a lot of people because they don't feel like they can do that, because they feel like they're locked in a situation or something like that what prohibits them from being able to do that. And so it builds resentment. So don't pay attention to that. Just understand it has nothing to do with you. It's projection. And go live your life. Live your life. Move in the direction that Spirit is egging you to go in. And then come back and let me know how it go. I bet you'll be more happier, more free. And you'll be like, wow, that crossroads came at the right time. I really wanted to go in another direction, and I'm happy with the direction I went in. Or you may come and say, I sat on it and I stayed what I was doing, but I just tweaked it and I'm happy where I'm at in the direction I was going. I just made it better. Either way, it's your life, right? And you're the main character, and you create how you want things to roll out for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this chat. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, peace, love, and happiness. Bye.